Welcome back to another video from Lord Gizmo. Today we'll be looking at the transport of a number of huge loads. You'll definitely want to stick around to see all of these behemoths at work. As part of a port expansion project, MAMMOET workers in Veracruz, Mexico moved several shipping container cranes from Hutchinson Port's ICAVE. This would end up being one of Mexico's most significant recent maritime infrastructure projects. Due to the addition of the new cranes and an estimated billion peso investment for the expansion, the port's capacity was almost quadrupled, from its original 24 million tons of cargo to 95. For this project, 3 ship-to-shore, or STS, cranes and 18 rubber-tired gantries, or RTGs, were moved. The STS cranes and 8 RTGs were transported using 2 trains of SBMTs, each with 28 axle lines. The giant STS crane weighed about 1,365 tons, whereas the heaviest RTG was only 197. Then, MAMMOET workers placed them onto a barge and transported them 4 miles away to the port's new terminal area, where they were discharged and made ready for use. BARNHART was hired to unload 2 autoclaves, each weighing 397,000 pounds, from a ship in New Orleans. The machinery was subsequently barged to Memphis, Tennessee, where it was to be used. 2 500-ton cranes were used in one day to raise and unload the 2 autoclaves. 2 12-line PSD Goldhoffers were loaded alongside to deliver them. The autoclaves then moved a distance of about 2 kilometers to the production location. Several hours before the start of the haul, all utilities arrived to prepare the route. Along the journey, various electrical and communication wires were in the way of the 31-foot tall convoy. These had to be dropped and de-energized. FAGIOLISPA specialize in handling, lifting, and transporting large heavy objects. They can provide specialized services for handling oversized and heavy items that cannot be moved or lifted using regular means. From the conceptual engineering design given in-house to placing the items onto their foundations, including any lifting and logistics activities, these operations cover everything on a turnkey basis. Fagioli owns a sizable fleet of lifting equipment, including strand jacks and tower lift systems, crawler cranes, and skidding systems with capacities up to 64,000 tons. The offshore power and petrochemical industries employ the stranding jacking and tower lift systems for the lifting and final installations of objects and vessels weighing several thousand tons. Crawler cranes are used in factories, refineries, and other locations where there is a need for a mobile tool that can carry a heavy load while adhering to rigorous safety standards mandated by wheeled counterweights and an onboard digital control system. This next payload came with plenty of problems to slow it down. High hills, narrow train lines with low clearances, sharp bends, on-road obstacles, and a constrained time frame. All of this added up to one difficult project. Despite all this, EMMERT accepted the job. First and foremost, they completed a road survey. The load had to cross through Oklahoma, Kansas, Missouri, Illinois, and Indiana, each with their own unique geographies, roads, and laws to get through. This was all with a load that was 166 feet long, 19 feet wide, and 16 feet 8 inches tall. Two turbines and generators weighing 700,000 and 950,000 pounds were moved from Fort Lauderdale to a power facility some 12 miles away by Edwards Moving and Rigging. This included removing the cargo from a barge and delivering it to the power plant using shared roadways. This transport presented a significant issue because there were height restrictions of 18 feet on the roads, preventing the cargo from being carried directly onto the platform of the modules. However, the team and its equipment had no trouble navigating the bridges, being as long as 1,148 feet. Edwards found the ideal solution by mounting the girder frame on 2x18 axle side-by-side configurations. Deep South supplied complete services for this next operation in Beaumont, Texas, including heavy haul, barging, logistics, heavy lift, and rigging. The refinery combination tower weighed 555,000 pounds and was 160 feet long, 18 feet wide, and over 19 feet tall. Additionally, the organization completed all technical and planning tasks related to the charge. Deep South used its resources to carry the tower over the road, over the water, and into position. A 700-ton capacity J&R engineering gantry was used to lift the building. Workers then loaded it onto a gold-offer dual-lane transporter and moved it around 43 miles to a pier. The primary order for Bay Limited included 15 all-terrain cranes with 60 to 600 ton capacities. The company already had 45 Liebherr cranes, including 2 Liebherr telescopic LTR crawler cranes and an LR 1600-2 lattice boom crawler crane. This choice was made to expand their construction operations. Buckingham Heavy Transport is a specialty rigging and transport business that's been going strong for generations. They provide effective and efficient solutions for your regional, national, or international oversized and heavy-haul projects using a vast fleet of equipment and many employees. 2 488,800-pound transformers were transported by them to a remote mountain station in central West Virginia. The route presented several logistical difficulties, including a 16% slope for the final mile into the substation and insufficient rail coverage near the site because of the size of the transformers. To effectively transfer the transformers, Buckingham's crew used various tools, including a river barge, Goldhofer PST/SLE line trailers, a unique dual-lane transporter, and the Buckingham hydraulic slide system. Transport BELLEMARE specializes in transporting heavy and non-standard loads throughout North America. The company works in the wind, mining, energy, and transport of industrial equipment, heavy machinery, and parts for roads and bridges. With more than 140 drivers, 450 trailers, exclusive subcontractors, and an impressive fleet of road escort vehicles, Transport BELLEMARE is a safe bet for all your major projects. In addition, the dedication and creativity of its team make it possible to find tailor-made solutions to adapt to customer needs. TNT does more than just lift things. They also provide solutions to issues and challenges. TNT possess one of North America's most impressive collections of cranes, crawlers, gantry jacks, and specialty lifts. TNT run more than 620 cranes, with lifting capacities ranging from 18 to 1,300 tons. TNT offers sites from Texas to the Atlantic coast. Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you liked this video, make sure you check out one of these two for more cool machinery. Feel free to like and subscribe, we always appreciate it. And with that, we'll see you next time.